Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your reading for January 16th through the 22nd. The Sun moves into your sign this week, and you get a new moon, and it's like a semi-new moon. It's a very powerful new moon happening at just 1 degree. I did videos for the new moon, so be sure to be on the lookout for yours. Yours comes out on Wednesday. So you have here for your overall energy for the week of the bee, and the bee says belief, sweet reward, productivity, and it comes with an affirmation: with focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. And that's like, wow, that's so Aquarius of you. So believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. If you have been feeling like, I don't know, things don't seem to be happening, and you feel like you've been struggling, I think, a bit with some of this energy, because everything's been in retrograde. We have Mercury moving direct this week. Uranus, which is a co-ruler of your sign, also moves direct this week. At the same time that Venus is going to be conjuncting the other co-ruler in your sign, Saturn. Overall energy, they wanted to send two. One of them is the Three of Mirrors. There's that community, that peace, that harmony, that creating it for many. And you have the Dreamer, the Knight of Mirrors. And so this is really about the vision of seeing, of being able to see what needs to be done that will benefit it, and believing in your dream and your goal. They're really powerful. You have some really, you have more major arcana than anyone else has had so far, which makes sense because you have so much happening here. So in the area of trying to gather information, you have the Muse, looking to be inspired. You have she's the queen of spirals. But this is about looking for the inspiration. Like, I feel like you've been feeling like everybody else. Like, everything has just been moving really slowly. And it's hard to say if what you're dreaming about you can manifest into reality, because the key here, we have another Knight. You actually have 3 Knights here. You have the Knight of Spirals, just like the Knight of Wands, so taking action at the end of the week here. We've got the Knight of Stones, the Knight of Pentacles, but this one's called the Illusionist. And so it's about, I have a vision, but is it possible to manifest that down into reality? Right? And so that Uranus moving direct in Taurus allows us to manifest and bring things into reality. And you have the card of the Tower, which to me is Uranus in Taurus energy. And so this is Kali, and Kali will destroy in the area of resources. She will destroy things that are not stable in order to benefit you. Kali's always on your side. Like, I think she gets a really bad rap. I've worked a lot with Kali, and I have to tell you, when Kali shows up, my whatever needed to be healed, if it has to come down and be broken apart, it will. But she sticks around for the reconstruction. Because she doesn't just abandon you like, oh, that's not working, knocks that out of the way. That's not working, so let's get that out of the way so we can build and manifest and create. And with this Knight of Stones here, this is about creating and building something around resources. Resources are financial because it's up in this area, but it's also emotional, mental, spiritual, some area of your life. And I think, though, that there's a structure that you can see that needs to come down. It's not benefiting the whole. And more than any other sign, you understand that what's good for you needs to be good for the collective. And it's going to take some time for everybody else to get on board with that. Pluto moving into your sign a little bit this year, and for sure next year, and staying there for 20 years, is going to break down structures where people have forgotten the importance of the collective as opposed to just what the individual wants. And so there's going to be this reconstruction that's happening, and I think you can already feel it moving in that direction. So this week, when the energy of the Sun moving into your sign and kicking off with that new moon, which sets up that new lunar new year, which is actually long this time, and it goes all the way until February 9th of next year. This is a quiet space. And in this quiet space, you have the Celtic owl, which is here these are the knots, the wisdom. This is like the Hanged Man. But this is wisdom from seeing things from a different vantage point. And of course, you do see things from a different vantage point. It is your gift. It is your superpower. You actually have a really great reading, and I don't want you to freak out about Kali being here, because Kali is protective energy. And so it could actually be that there is something that you are unaware of, that you are under protection from. So let's say, for instance, you go to the ATM and it won't read your card, and it keeps kicking it back out for whatever reason, and you're annoyed, right? Because that's annoying, right? But then you find out later, it turns out someone had attached a device to it to read your PIN number when you put it in. And something about the way they hooked it up was not properly done. So it kept kicking the cards back out. So it didn't work and you were saved. It's something like that is what it feels like. Something that annoys you when it happens and you're like, why is this happening? It's happening for you, not to you. And you may or may not ever find out exactly what that was, but something's different and something has changed. And it's benefiting you. So in the energy of how do you transform the situation, you have the Six of Scrolls. So there's this healing, but this is also, she's leaning in, forehead to forehead with the wisdom of this ancient being. And so lean into the wisdom of your higher self. Lean into the knowledge and the information that intuitively comes to you. This feels like Akashic record information coming through. And I think it's when you take the time to look at things from a different angle. And so in this quiet space of all the shifting, and just because the planets are now moving direct, they are not moving quickly yet. And so it takes a little time to get up to speed. But this Ace of Scrolls, you have two keys here. The knowledge and the information you're seeking has been kind of like you can't see it yet. It's going to come in. It's going to come forward for you. There's great opportunity on the horizon for you. And so while you've been feeling like you've been stuck here, the Wheel of Fortune, and in the area of just feeling like it's kind of draining your energy, it's almost been like you've been trying to push a boulder uphill about something. Because there's this listlessness. I'm getting this like listless energy here. Go ahead and take a few more days to pull your energy in and allow yourself to rest and recuperate and to see things from a different viewpoint, because that different viewpoint will change everything. Because out of that, you get the Phoenix, the card of judgment, in the place of the heart moving forward. And so you will rise. You will rise, and you will rise with a wisdom and a knowledge of information that you didn't have going in. So take the time for yourself, and then move forward. The Knight of Spirals, it's called the Corsair, the Pirate. We got this parrot sitting there talking to him, but he interestingly looks a lot like that Phoenix, right? And so it almost feels like your inner knowing is talking to you and helping you to figure out where to go, but he looks like he's armed and ready for battle. And so as the week begins, and we've got that moon in Scorpio just on Monday, and then it goes into Sagittarius for Tuesday and Wednesday, you have the view from above. Get the big picture. That's what this owl is trying to tell you to do. To create the space to see everything. Believe in your vision and in your dream. You just need a higher perspective. And then the time is now, answering the call. It'll be time to move forward. I think this week, when that energy starts moving forward, you're going to be energized by it. And again, I don't think super fast, because the key here is still this Knight of Stones, the slow moving energy. So it is moving forward, right? Also, he's looking at this wisdom of the owl. So don't be discouraged by how slowly things seem to be moving. But I think the information comes in and it really helps you to figure out, okay, I have a vision now. And I think you're going to have to allow yourself to be inspired and to figure out what needs to come down, what's not working, what is hindering you, what needs to be destroyed in order to reconstruct something. But also out of destruction, get the phoenix. That lion and the lamb. The lion and the lamb that is here showed up here. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay, so that moon, when it gets into Capricorn, Thursday and Friday, before it moves into, on Saturday, it moves into your sign. You open the doorway to positive experience and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dream. Keep the faith. Your belief is what's going to matter here, really matter here, because you have unlimited ideas. Trust those that come in. Kali is going to help you figure out, sort out what's not real and what is, right? The key is going to be figuring that out. And so don't rush into everything, right? Because this night, yes, he's about moving forward, but he is looking to the wisdom of the owl that's seeing things from a different perspective to get a better vantage point of it. And then that moon's going to move into your sign. So I don't know if I said this. This has been a really intense reading. There's so much noise going on in this room right now. I did videos for you guys, so for the new moon, be sure to check yours out. Yours comes out on Wednesday. Like, you have the card of passion with that energy as we shift through the moon in your sign. That moon, that new moon trines Mars, who's moving forward. And this passion, the muse, the Queen of Wands, this looking for inspiration, this comes in with that new moon, and it really allows you to move forward. So it says, do what excites you this night here. Do what excites you, get fired up about your life, and increase your energy levels. I think that listlessness, that dullness, especially if you're in Aquarius rising, because Capricorn season is your 12th house, and that's really an exhausting energy to be in, particularly when you have all these planets. Your ruling planet and the planet that's hanging out up there in Capricorn in retrograde, that's going to be like really exhausting energy, and that's why it's felt like you've been trying to push this boulder up a hill. You get to the top of the hill this week, and it looks good. You have the vantage point. You see things differently. You're going to know which way to let the stone roll down. All right? You guys take really good care of yourself. I'm on Facebook every day. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Your likes and your comments and your shares, they really mean a lot to me, and I truly appreciate it. You guys have a great, great solar return. It's kicking off in a really beautiful way. I'll talk to you again soon.